Hello, this is Brandon Christy, President of Retirement Benefits Institute. We're glad to be bringing you information and support, and I wanted to provide this 4-part series around the fundamentals of investment for you to help guide and direct you and give you some, not necessarily exposure to what the market might do, but the reality of the way you need to handle yourself and your TSP through these difficult times. So you'll note that in the first video, you might want to go back and watch, we talked about how to determine your investor profile. In this video, we want to discuss how to focus on asset allocation. The second key investment principle is to allocate your money appropriately. This principle ties directly in with our first rule and simply means your asset allocation needs to match the level of risk you are willing to take. For instance, your level of comfort with risk may be an even 50-50 split. In this instance, half of your contributions will be placed in a more conservative fund, typically considered the G fund or the F fund in most times. The other half of your contributions may go into a fund with more risk involved. Those risk funds would be the C, the S, and the I typically. There's a risk and reward principle in investing. Investing is not just about getting the maximum amount of return for your money. Although this statement may seem backwards, let's think about the implications. No one exists in a bubble. No matter how much you may try to compartmentalize life, your work responsibilities, home situation, investing preferences are not completely separate and independent entities. For example, if you have a smooth and happy home life, that will have a positive effect on your productivity at work. In the same way, your investments, in this case for something as important as retirement, affect your mindset. If you have trouble sleeping because your asset allocation is in funds that are known to be riskier, you may simply need to invest in a fund that offers less exposure to loss. Is the potential dollar amount gained from a riskier investment worth the stress? It may be, but this is a very personal decision that only you can answer. So we need to be investing for the long term. Remember that retirement planning is investing for not the short term, but the long term. Generally, as FERS employees, you contribute to the TSP for years to build a solid base to draw on in retirement. Investing for your future is a task that demands patience, diligence, and the ability to maintain your course. To remain steady for 10, 20, 30 plus years, it's imperative to allocate your investments consistent with the level of risk you are comfortable with. Once you've allocated appropriately, stick to your strategy. An investment plan is no good if you immediately abandon it at the first roadblock. The benefits of this approach can be truly tremendous. So let's walk through that one more time. You take the G and the F as the conservative elements, the C, S, and I as the aggressive elements. You put them together in a way that fits who you are as an investor after going through some risk tolerance assessments and other things to make sure that you know when you're going to need the money and how much risk you can take. When you build that portfolio, then you stay the course and don't just jump ship because of what just happened, for instance, in this recent history. I find that as I talk to folks that thought they were more aggressive and then the market crashed like it did in 2020, they've come to find out they're actually much more conservative as an investor and they end up selling out at the bottom. You'll get more of that as we look at the other 2 principles of investing. So next time we'll talk about how to reallocate tactically. You've put the money in place, but then there's still some work to be done. And I look forward to talking with you about that. If you would like more help now, if you're ready to get some assistance, some professional support, the analysts at Retirement Benefits Institute are happy to assist with any federal benefits question and connect you to a financial professional if that's appropriate. Call us at 877-864-1145 or click the Get Support button. And until next time, thank you.